Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a video that I'm excited. It's the first What Fits video, and this actually is requested, or was requested, by a subscriber, so I'm kind of excited to do that. I definitely try to read all the comments. I don't have that many, obviously, and if someone's asking for it, I'm assuming that other people want to see it too, and I am someone who loves to watch the What Fits videos before I buy something, especially in the world of COVID-19 where we can't get to a store as easily. You depend on videos and pictures of the internet to decide if you want to buy something. So, before I get started, I do want to do the bag of the week. And the bag of the week is my new favorite, my Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, vintage circa 1993. We love her. She's everything. So that's the bag of the week. And I have this down here too because there's items inside that I'm going to need for the What Fits section, because the bags I'm going to do the What Fits for are my new Coach Tate29 carryall and a similarly sized bag, my Coach Rogue 25. And this is a 25 and this is a 25, so actually they fit about the same. This fits more, but you know what I'm saying. Similar size bags. So I will get started here right now. Okay, so I have just a few things. Since I'm not switching my bags out right now, I'm gonna use my Speedy for a while. I brought down some things that I would typically carry, or maybe some other people would typically carry. One being, this is just a Coach card holder, nothing special, just a little card holder, holds probably 7-8 cards. 6 key ring holder, or 5 key ring holder. I don't really know the difference other than the number of keys, but have this, don't really use it that often. I think I've brought it up in another video. My key fob doesn't fit, so I only use it for one key that I never use. So if I have a bag that's huge and this fits, I'll use it. If not, I won't. So like in these bags, I don't typically use it, but I do want to show you. I also have the average sized large wallet. I always try to carry this. I did recently buy, and you'll see here in just a few seconds, I bought a smaller wallet to use in some of these bags. And actually, when I purchased this, I bought the smaller wallet. I'm gonna show you here in a minute. But this is just a standard zip wallet. I have a Prada wallet that I love, but I'll be honest, these Coach wallets, incredibly inexpensive. Usually you can get them for about $70. Recently I've seen them closer to 100, if not a little over. I got this one at a discount store for 35. And I think the other one I have, I paid about 60 or 70 for each. I think I have 2 more. I need to add a brown one to my collection. Right now I'm using a Daisy Rose wallet with my brown bags, typically. But anyway, this is the wallet I would prefer to carry, size-wise. And then I have just a catch-all. And this is just a generic one. I grabbed a light-colored one so it'd be easy to see. This is just the oxblood interior, a few card slots. In my bags, I use these. I have this in probably 5 or 6 different colors. I'll do a accessory or small leather goods video soon. But I put my hand sanitizer, a pen, gum, anything that really could leak and damage a bag, I always put into one of these catch-all things. In my Speedy right now, I have a Louis Vuitton one, and I will say I don't know if it's Louis Vuitton or not. I do not support fakes, but it was a gift from my mom. She picked it up at an antique store. I've done some research on it, and I'm 50-50. So I do use it as a catch-all in these bags just because it matches. But I will say it's the one item that I don't know if it's authentic in my collection. So I don't like to use it, but it does match the bag and it fits perfectly in my monogram bags. So I do use it as a catch-all. So I have those. And then inside the bag of the week, and items that we're going to need, I have my smaller version wallet, and just for comparison, it's about 1 inch shorter, which makes all the difference in some of these tight openings. This is not typically the wallet I would carry with a monogram bag, but it fits in the Speedy 25 really well. It does hold the same amount of stuff as this, just not as convenient. So when you open it up, it does have card slots. I don't want to show anything, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 card slots, and then there is a opening on the side. There is a zipper compartment where you can put a few cards. So it holds the same amount, just not as conveniently, but it's just slim enough where it makes it easier. So we're gonna use that today. And I have this coin pouch in my smaller bags. It's where I put my house key and some change. Right now I have 3 pennies, so that's exciting. I always carry a little pill case with some ibuprofen, things like that. And I always carry a comb, my key fob, of course a mask of some sort right now, and I have my old set of AirPods that I always have on me just in case I need headphones. Everything else in this right now would either go inside of my carry-all or just stuff that I don't absolutely have to carry. So I don't want to empty this bag completely out. So let's get into it. We'll start with the Tate. So here's how I store it. The bag is stuffed, and then I just have a piece of the air plastic paper. That way the handles can rest there and not, have to touch the zipper, I guess. I don't know, I just always do that. I'll link the video on my Tate carry-all unboxing and mini review. I do have it packed really well with some stuffing paper. Pull that out. I also have my charcoal pack to keep any odors out. I do put the crossbody strap inside of it, that way it's not gonna get lost. And then folded up, I have the dust bag, because I don't store them in my dust bags in my closet. So now we are empty on all sides. So let's just kind of load it up, and then I can kind of try to show you guys how I use it. Excuse me while my couch falls over. So again, with this bag, you totally can use one of your big wallets. They will fit. It's just a little bit harder to get in and out when there's other stuff in there. So this bag has a lot of room in the main compartment. I will say I don't use the side compartments in this bag, I noticed. But you put the wallet in there, it fits just fine. There's no problem. The problem I have is when it's full of other stuff. But I'm gonna use this one for an example because this bag is a little bit bigger than the Rogue, so it works better in here as well. So this would be your wallet full of everything. Put that in there. Then you would have your carry-all, and this would be full. So what I'm going to do to kind of simulate things being in here, just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to put my dust bag in there. So now it's full like it would be if it had my hand sanitizer and a few other odds and ends. So that also slips right in there. Everything fell over. So now you have those 2 items, still a lot of room. This is a bag where you totally could use a key ring holder. So we're gonna put that in there on the side. If you needed to carry something else like a card holder, anything else, that also could actually, I don't do this, so this is new for me, but I just want to show you. I will slip that in one of the side pockets that I don't use. So it's right there, you can barely see it. And then the odds and ends here, just a pill case, nothing crazy, that goes right there. Next. So the wallet and the pouch are here. There's some space on the side, so I put those items there. As far as things that you want to be a little bit more protected, there's no zipper pocket inside of the main pocket. There's just that little snap pocket that can't really hold all that much. So let me undo that real quick. It's kind of hard to undo. AirPods would go in there, things you wouldn't want to slip out. My AirTag, which is in another bag. I actually need to find that because I don't know where that's at. But both of those would go right there inside of that pocket. Still a little bit of room left. I'm not gonna button it because the button's really hard to undo. Actually, I will. A comb, I always like to have a comb. Again, that's something that I probably would put in the side pocket right there. I know you can't see it, but it's there. Coin pouch. Again, there's multiple ways you can put this in there. You can put it the same angle as the wallet and the catch-all, or you can tilt it on its side and put it along this side. And that's pretty much all I carry. And then of course I would throw a mask in the side. In this bag, I'll throw it in there. Sometimes you have to set it on top of everything, so I don't like to show those. But here's what it looks like all packed up, nice and good. There's still a lot of room left. The zipper would still zip perfectly. The bag, this is a heavier bag just because this is a full leather bag and this has, you know, heavy hardware, but it's not too heavy. There's no sagging, slouching. This base, it's not a super hard base, but it doesn't sag. So that's how I like to carry this bag. Everything is still nice and shaped. Nothing is bulging. You know, nothing looks overstuffed or understuffed. So now what I'm gonna do is unpack this and then kind of show you how I would put the same stuff in my Rogue. And I also want to point out that if I had used this smaller wallet, which I probably would typically use with this bag just because it matches, there would be a little bit more room. So let me just unpack all of this. And I will say using pouches and all sorts of things to keep your bags organized makes it really easy to switch bags too, because you're not having to dig through manually and find all this junk. Everything is its own pouch, so it's basically just transferring pouch to pouch. Occasionally I will have to, you know, take stuff from my blue pouch, put it in this pouch, things like that. But for the most part, switching a bag takes just a few minutes. It's not a huge hassle. I don't lose a bunch of stuff that way. So if that's something you can do, I of course am a huge advocate of that for that reason. So keep that in mind. Sorry, let me get this packed back up now. I do like to, like I said, I always stuff my bags. You never really want them to get slouchy. You know, you want them to stay pristine as possible. Of course, bags are gonna get wear. They're gonna get things, you know. It's what happens when you use them. But I always stuff it, and then, like I said, just a piece of paper. And now this bag is ready for the closet again. Okay, so now we're here with the Rogue 25, which is 25 centimeters versus 29. Visually, it looks about maybe an inch. I'm not an expert on conversions. So it's a little bit shorter. So that's why this wallet, or this size wallet, is not the best choice. It fits, but the opening on this bag, because the way the zipper kind of gapes at the end, it's kind of hard to get stuff in because there's this part on the side where it's kind of like origami and it folds in. So you lose about an inch total on the opening dealing with that fold on the bag. So we won't be using this wallet for this bag. This will definitely be a job for a small wallet. So when I store this one, I do store it with the hang tag, even though I don't use them. On the top of the bag, I just have the dust bag folded so the handles can rest on it. I don't stuff the side pockets just like the Rogue, I stuff the middle. I do have a silica packet on each side, well, one side, and that's to keep just the bag dry in case there's any humidity. Of course, my master closet is right next to my master bathroom. I keep the door closed, but you never know if any moisture gets in there, so I just like to do that. I also sort with the zipper on the side so the weight of the zipper pulls are not indenting the top of the bag even more. So again, just like the Tate, stuffing the handle and a silica packet. I don't have a charcoal pack in this one. This one has a bunch of handles, as you'll remember from my video, and actually, this is a cool tip. So my tip for storing bags with handles like this that are adjustable, so you know they go together like this, and then it's a big strap, I undo them. And the reason why is, just like when this bag was sitting on the shelf, it was put together and now it has a permanent kink. So by kind of undoing that when I store them, you prevent that from happening. And I do that because if I ever resell the bag is now empty. Same exact setup as the Tate, just a little bit smaller. So let me undo that little pouch there. Okay, small wallet, fully loaded. Just like in the Tate, first thing that goes in, and this is a smaller one, so you'll see there's plenty of room this way, but lengthwise, not a lot of room. And these are the little tabs I was talking about, like the origami folds right here. There's another one on that side, and you lose about 1 inch because the bag concaves in. And I think that's to keep things from spilling out, because these big zippers, of course, you know, you kind of have that little section right there. So put the wallet in there. Again, I would use some sort of catch-all. For this one, I wouldn't use a card holder. I don't anyway, but you could totally fit one in here still. I'm not going to. I always carry a comb that can go in this side pocket right here. Coin pouch, again, just like in the Tate, because the width of these bags are very similar. It all fits widthwise just fine. You could carry this bad boy. And unlike the Tate, that's about all the room you have. So, not a lot of extra space in there. I am gonna slip my pill case just kind of on top of everything. Just like in the Tate. Keys, AirPods go in that side pocket. Just toss a mask on top. And there we go. So that's how I carry that as well. Again, no weird bulk. It doesn't look undersized. A little bit of a pokey thing there. That would be the corner of my wallet. Things like that you can't really help to a point. So yeah, that is my packed bag. And again, I don't like to put a lot in the side pockets because I've seen these bags with permanent imprints all over them because of things that are in this pocket. By putting them all in the middle, you just kind of allow yourself to have a little bit more cushion between that soft leather. And again, here is what it looks like fully stuffed. So yeah, that's just how I like to carry those. So I hope that you found this video helpful in some way. If you have any suggestions or comments, definitely leave those below. I would love to hear some tips. These smaller bags are something that I have found I actually really like the size and the shape of smaller bags, but I was someone who also loves large bags, so it's very hard for me to adjust because in my mind I always imagined myself with large bags. But I really like these. You can't fit a lot of extra frills in them. For example, like if we're out and I need to put a pair of sunglasses in here, I can fit them. They just don't fit well. And I would be worried about them getting squashed. So yeah, definitely a great bag. Both of these, love them both. I just did a video unboxing of this not that long ago. And I carried it for about 2 weeks and I love it. It's not as practical, I think, as the Rogue. I think the Rogue is a little bit more rugged. Part of that's the type of leather. This is the pebbled leather. This is the smooth leather. So if I had to choose one, I still want a Rogue 30 to come back. So if that ever happens, I'll be the first one in line to buy one. So still love the Tate. Don't plan on having it leave my collection anytime soon. But definitely think the Rogue is probably the best choice if you were you know, wanting to choose between one of these two. And if this were to come in this size, a Rogue 29, for example, would be perfect. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was interesting. Please subscribe, comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.